Shalom, and welcome to another in our series of podcasts from Temple Beth Am, a dynamic center for conservative Judaism in Los Angeles. This is Meditation and Mindfulness with Rabbi-Cantor Hilliary Chorny.
I want to take a piece of Torah that I studied in preparation for Mincha this past Shabbat from Parshat Vayetze. I want to take a moment out of the Parsha and pull out a piece of Torah from it and turn it into some gratitude, mindfulness, and meditation for just a few minutes. So the verse that caught my attention is from the 29th chapter of Bereshit of Genesis, verse 11. And the verse itself is Vayishak Yaakov l'Rachel. Jacob kissed Rachel. Yaakov kissed Rachel, who was his love, whom he had found. And the verse continues, Vayisa et kolo vayefk, which is such a great onomatopoeia word. He lifted his voice and he wept, like his voice was catching in his throat. And Yaakov's a weeper. We learned that all over Bereshit. But inquiring rabbis want to know why he weeps here. Why is he weeping, lifting his voice and crying when he meets the love of his life? There are a lot of theories. I'm not going to go into all of them. I just want to bring this idea that Sforno brings up in his commentary. He says, Vaisat kolo vayefk, al shelo zacha laseit ota b'nei rav, v'hayu lo leit kazot b'nei neurim. That if he had only met her earlier, when he was younger, then he would have had more years with her. Already, he would have had children of his youth, meaning he would have already had grown children by now with her. So he's weeping out of the sorrow of not having discovered that beautiful love earlier. It's such an incredible, bittersweet emotion, and I want to grab onto it and take it and turn it into something that can be a gratitude practice for this Thanksgiving. So wherever you are, I want you to get comfortable. Let your body settle to the earth. Let the lower parts of you that are seated pull yourself down, rest and be. Let your breath settle. If you'd like, you can breathe in for 4 counts, 2, 3, 4, and out for 5 to release. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can keep doing that. Let the different parts of yourself settle deeper and deeper into a place that we call poised rest, attentive but completely relaxed into this brief moment that you're giving yourself. Let your shoulders settle. Let your jaw settle. Let your eyelids settle. And as you find yourself in this settled place of being, I want you to bring yourself to a place of I wish, to a place of if only. Bring to mind your Rachel from this commentary. What is this thing, this practice, this place, this person who comes to mind when you think, if only? If only I had discovered it, them, that, earlier. And I want you to see how full your bucket must be with joy, thinking of that place, that thing, that practice. And as we sit here in this settled place, I encourage you to try to transform that if only into a deep thank you. How wonderful of a gift must this person, this place, this practice be? that you yearn for time you didn't have with them there. You can thank them in your mind's eye. You can thank the universe. You can thank the Kadosh Baruch Hu, the Holy One, blessed be God. You can even say it out loud, or you can picture the word like text in front of you. Todah, Todah va'el, thank you. Thank you for the time I do have. Thank you for this gift in my life. Let it fill you, that gratitude. Own that thanks, that giving of thanks. And sit in that thankfulness for just another extended quiet moment. I invite you to, with your mind's eye, perhaps with your palms, which have been settled, you can even grasp this up as you close your hands. I want you to grab onto a piece of that feeling of thanksgiving, that feeling of gratitude, and take it with you. As you release yourself from the space of meditation, but don't release the gratitude, hold on to it. So even as I invite you to open your eyes and return to conscious, present living, I invite you to remain present with that gratitude. Don't let it go. Keep it, tuck it away, take it with you, share it at Thanksgiving over Zoom with somebody. And I want to offer one last piece of Torah before we leave too, which is that I want to share with you this discovery that I made about Psalm 116, which we do in Hallel. I taught this yesterday at a gathering of colleagues. I want to teach it again now. That the psalmist asks halfway through the psalm, Ma ashiv l'Adonai kol tagmulohi alai. How can I repay God for all of the amazing gifts that God has given me? And the answer comes a couple verses later, that I'm going to answer it with gratitude, negdana l'chol amo, in front of the entire people. I'm going to declare my thanks in front of the entire people. So this year, around Thanksgiving, I want to encourage you to say thank you out loud, to praise those gifts in your life out loud to them publicly. Offer gratitude so that they can feel and receive it, so you put it back into the universe, and so that we invite more gratitude to be exchanged among us. So I want to offer you that you be safe, that you be free, that you find space to be ken yehi ratzon, and namaste.
You have been listening to another in our series of podcasts from Temple Beth Am, a dynamic center for conservative Judaism in Los Angeles. If you enjoy these podcasts, we invite you to write a review on the Apple Podcast site or wherever you get your podcasts. For more information about Temple Beth Am Los Angeles, go to tbala.org.